this is a video off the top of my head about everything you need to know when it comes to LS swapping and OBS Chevy. This is my 1988, I call it the Shady 8. It is 4.8 swap with a 4L60. This is my work truck. So first of all, you're going to need an engine, a transmission, a wiring harness, computer, a fuel pump, EGR, evap purge deletes. I can go over the prices of what the stuff costs for me. So my engine, transmission, wiring harness, it's a stock wiring harness from a 2000 Silverado. The ECM and the radiator in this truck are all from a 2000 Silverado. It was $496 out the door from a U-Pull, so I pulled everything myself, so I get a better deal. And it all came with a 1-year warranty. The evap, EGR, purge delete, or all that is on eBay for $20 or $30. You need a LS fuel rail adapter kit, 6 AM lines, and a fuel pump. I think the line, like the adapters for the rails, the lines themselves, which I use 6AN nylon braided lines, and the fuel pump are all off of eBay. The fuel pump was $30 or $40. It's just a cheap, like Kenzo 340. The fuel lines and the adapters, all of that is somewhere around $80. Trying to think what else I got going on here. So I did a conversion on a stock truck harness. You can get a complete done one off of eBay for like $300, or if you have a stock one, you can do it as cheaply as $20 or $30, converting it to a standalone, or depending on how nice you want it, they can top out, you know, $150 to do your own. So mine was $20. It is $100 to flash the computer and remove VATs, which is something you need to do. I have HP tuners. If you don't have HP tuners and don't want to buy it, there are plenty of services where you can send your computer off and have it done. They'll mail it back. It's usually a pretty quick process. The stock drive shaft in the truck works because this was a 700R4 truck, so the distance is the same. The splines are all the same. Everything worked perfectly. I'm using eBay motor mounts. They are very similar to the Dirty Dingo adjustable mounts. I think those ones are around $110 on eBay. If you scroll down further, you can find a similar mount, which I have for around $60. Or you can use setback plates, which are around $30, and still use your small block Chevy mounts. As far as wiring, so when you do the standalone setup, you use the stock harness from this truck to send power to it. So the wire from the battery to the key will still be there. Your stock starter wire that comes from the key will still be used in this, and it'll give you a turnkey ability. You use your power wires coming from. Mine are pink and black wires. That's what I use to feed power to my harness, trigger my fuel pump, and trigger my fans to turn on. So all of that comes on with the ignition. I think what else I got going on here. That's getting pretty close to the end of it. That's pretty much all it is. Stock sending unit, 340 fuel pump. You can use Walbro 250s or anything that gives you 58 pounds of startup pressure. I have the transmission cooler. It's a 6AN cooler, just a smaller one off eBay. I think it was $40 or something, along with nylon braided lines. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I'll do a walk around and see if there's anything else I can think of. Okay, as we come up on it, we can tell I like the color green. Something else you need to grab when you get your stuff is a throttle cable that works with this. That was the TBI throttle cable, so it obviously isn't fucking right. I'm going to go through and redo my wiring and stuff now that I have a better idea how to do it. I have a different style fuse block that work better. I still don't have a proper overflow tank, and I just filled with transmission fluid. So the stock manifolds work. I have a heater core delete for now, which I'm going to end up going through and using the stock heater core. All right, running out of breath. I had COVID, so still learning to breathe. But yeah, the fuel pump is still down here because I just put a new pump in it. But that's how easily it starts. Stock key. You can make the stock gauges work. I just don't care. I have an app and a giant radio over there. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I don't know if there's anything else really to cover. If you have any questions, I guess ask. But this is about as easy as it gets.